This is Chris, your community mixologist. Hopefully you are able to see what we're doing here. A couple of things that I want to do today, some interesting stuff. Start off with making our Quarantini. Quarantini, I was looking this up online, and basically it's just like a regular martini, except you drink it alone, at home, or at least 6 feet away from somebody else. But actually, ours is going to be a little bit different. We're going to start out with making a twist. Now, you see that you go to any restaurants and you see how they make twists. You're like, wow, how do they always get it so perfectly? So I'm going to show you that right now. So I'm going to lower this camera a little bit here. You can see. I'm going to start by getting, I have a serrated knife in here that I can use. My nice little bar tool, my all-in-one. So you're going to get your lemon. It's a regular lemon like this, and you've got to cut off the ends. And there's a reason why I'm doing this first as opposed to later. So you get that here, and you get that nice pulp in there in the middle. What you'll do is get yourself a spoon. I'm going to take a little bit more off of this here. Actually, that should be fine. What you're going to do is you're going to take a spoon. Any teaspoon will do. And you're going to put it in so that it goes around the edge. You're going to kind of dig around the pulp of the lemon here. Just kind of going around the edges. You're going to do this on both sides. Oh, a little lemon juice squirt there. On this side here, do the same thing. We'll pop that out. And there is my lemon. Just in case you're wondering, I did wash my hands before I started doing this. I'll take the sticker off here. And then I'm going to take my knife, and you'll see, here's the lemon, nice, cored out. And put a nice little slice right down the side here. What I have is a nice, cleanly cored out lemon. And then I'm going to roll it. Let's see if I can roll it so you guys can see a little bit more easily on the camera. Roll it towards me. And then I'm going to take a little toothpick, I'm going to stick it in here and hold it in place. Now the reason I did this first is because we want to kind of train the lemon peel for the next 10 minutes or so while we're making our drink. This is the shape we want it to hold. So when we do actually slice it, we'll get that nice twist appearance that we're looking for. Okay. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we are going to prepare our beverage. So let me get it back up just a hair. So we're going to start off. We got ourselves a nice mixer here. I have my ice. And this Quarantini is basically an excuse to have some honey and a little bit of lemon, which is supposed to be healthy for you, mixed with some of your favorite beverage. I'm a gin drinker. I prefer gin. Some folks like vodka. You can do either one. As you know, a good martini can be made with vodka or gin. Depends on your liking. Depends on how you want to blend your flavors. So the gin that I've chosen is the Gunpowder Irish gin. It's Drumshanbo. It's a great gin, really moderately priced. Great flavors. I usually like Bombay Sapphire, but I found this one. I really like it. It's a great high quality gin, and it's not very expensive. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this, and let me get my measuring cup here. Now, if anybody who is watching this knows me well, you know darn well I never measure this stuff. But for your sake, in case you're wondering, or in case you're worried, I'm going to measure these out. So what we're going to do is we are going to add 2 parts gin. I should say 2 ounces of gin. Hope that's the ounce. If not, I'm going to be in for a real treat. And we're going to add that. Then I'm going to take some honey, just some standard clover honey. I'm going to add a little bit of that here as well. Teaspoon is probably about enough, depending on what you prefer to have as far as flavor goes. If you like it a little sweeter, if you like it a little more tart, you can do that. And then I'm going to finish that off with some lemon juice from our pulp. Squeeze some of that in there. Now you can use a tool if you want to do something like that, or just squeeze the pulp like I do. I like doing it that way. And then take our shaker. Give it a good shake, nice and cold. Martini glass. Hopefully you've had one chilly. And here we are. Oh, I definitely could have put more gin in there, huh? That's okay, so me making another one's gonna be really kind of neat. So once you have made your martini, you can go to your little roll, your lemon roll here, and just cut the end off. I'll show you here. Just cut one of the ends, just like this. And look at that. You have a perfect twist to add to your drink. Now, as with this drink, as with all of the drinks I'll be making, I haven't tried these yet. They're interesting recipes. I like what I found online. So we're going to try it together. So if you've been making this along with me, here's to you. It's pretty good. Tart, but good. I like it. Now, if you're a fan of really interesting gins, you can take it a step further. In addition to my Drunchambeau Irish gunpowder gin, I have another gin here, which is a little bit more interesting and a little bit more flavorful. This is Empress 1908, and no, your camera's not broken. It is purple. It's a really, really delicious drink. So I'm going to make the same drink all over again with a little bit of the Empress gin. I'm going to cut it about half the Empress and half Drunchambeau. And as you can tell by the first one I made, I didn't pour enough gin into that, so I'm going to remedy that this time around. I'm going to start out with my shaker full of ice here, some fresh ice. And since there clearly wasn't enough last time, here, there we go. I don't use this gin very often because it is very flavorful, but it's also a really, really nice treat. So just like with the last time, we do 2 of these. Here's 1. 2. And we'll cut that a little bit with the Irish gunpowder. Don't want to be too overwhelmed by those botanicals. As before, a little bit of honey. And last but not least, we'll add some more lemon juice. And here we go. Let's see how this one looks. If the colors in the bottle are an indication, this should be really, really lovely. Oh, wow, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? Yeah. Cut up another slice of the twist here. Again, if you didn't see it the first time, you can watch. If you see the slices, it's not a very big slice. All you need is a little bit there. I'll cut through. A little twist, get some of that oil in there, and off we go. And here is the purple Quarantini. That's pretty tasty. That's one good way to stay isolated and healthy. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this. This is the first of many. Um, for my residents, you are going to be getting this uh, video. You'll be getting a link to a recipe for next week. Next week, the video is the drink is going to it's going to be a different drink. You'll have a list of ingredients that Angela and I are going to put together for you. You can purchase those from Cappy's. They'll actually deliver it to you on Wednesday, so you can make your drink right alongside me. So if you are curious about what it is we're going to be making and you want to join in and have some fun, you're welcome to do so. I am looking forward to doing this every week. We're also going to be doing some meal prep with you folks as well. So thank you, and thanks for tuning in.